Namaste and welcome to Alpha Mind Powers channel. Today I am going to talk about a topic and I'm not sure all of you are going to agree with me. Whatever I'm saying, maybe some people will not agree with me, but I would request all of you to write in the comment section so that I also get to know what you think, what your thoughts are. And this kind of a topic is worth discussing. A lot of thoughts should pool in, which will help us to understand also. So the topic is this. Now today we hear a lot of motivational speeches, talks where people say your happiness is the most important thing. You should do what you want to do. Do not let anybody influence you and do not give your time or do not give away your happiness for anybody else. You be yourself and all those kind of things we hear. And I agree with everything. Definitely our time is more important, our happiness is more important, and we should do whatever we really want to do. Everything is right. But are there not some times when we can keep our happiness aside, keep our timetable aside, and maybe spend a little bit of time for somebody else or do something to help somebody in some way which can make a big difference to that person? Is that not possible? Now, what is happening is when a person starts thinking, again and again we are getting bombarded with these thoughts. Your happiness is more important. You have to think about what is important for you. You have to focus only on what you want. You do not have to listen to others. This keeps getting into our mind again and again, and it programs the mind. When the mind gets programmed like that, then what happens is you become very self-centered. You start believing in this so strongly that you're not willing to move out even a little away from your own timetable, your own routine, your own daily routine, whatever it may be, or your own beliefs, everything. Now, what happens is many times I have seen in my counseling sessions that when one person is unwilling to give up anything or less tolerant, then what happens is the relationship itself suffers. Sometimes the relationship even breaks. I've seen that many times. So today this video is just a little food for thought. So we can think about our own life, about our own, the people in our life, the relationships that we have, how far we are nourishing them or how far we are destroying them. It gives you a chance to think about it. And definitely you're free to write your comments. Let me also understand what you think about this topic. Now, when all this is being said, there are still people who do think that, sometimes their life and their happiness is not the only thing. They can give up certain things to help others. Now, I'm going to give you two examples which I came across recently. One is about a family. Of course, this happened there many years back, but I came to know about it recently. In this family, they had one daughter and a younger son. And at some point, the daughter got married. After she got married, she went away to her in-laws' house and she became totally involved in that family because that was the only son, the person to whom she got married. So as soon as she went as a daughter-in-law, the mother-in-law and father-in-law were very good people. They were very happy to give her all the responsibilities and they just said, you take care of everything. And so she was totally involved there and she had a lot of, it's not just the work, it is the responsibility. So she got involved there and she didn't find much time to even come and visit her parents. So that was how involved she was then. She was quite happy. And she had two children, small children. Now what happened is the parents, the father and mother, one after the other, they passed away due to some illness. First the father passed away and then after a few months, the mother also passed away. And at that time, this boy was studying in the college. He was doing his degree. So it was a very tough time for him because there was nobody in the house. And some distant relative, one aunt, she offered to come and stay with him and take care of the house and cook for him. So she was doing that. But other than that, he was mentally very disturbed. Now at this point, this sister was so much involved with her work and everything in that house. And there now it had come to a stage where nothing can run without her. So she had to be there every day, take care of her children, husband, in-laws, everything. She was doing it happily. But now when her brother was like this, suddenly the parents passed away one after the other and he was not able to study well. He was going to college. So she somehow made it possible to take a week off, made some arrangements for the children, for everybody there. And she came and she used to come and stay with the brother for a week. then go back, and then after 2-3 weeks, if the children had holidays from the school, then she'll bring them also and come, maybe for a weekend. So she was doing this on and off. Sometimes she used to come with her husband also. So this helped this boy a lot to come back to a balanced state of mind and to complete his studies properly. And then he got a job, and then finally he got married and settled down. See, now whatever this girl did for her brother, it made him feel so grateful, and he started feeling so affectionate towards her that after his marriage, when I actually met him, after many years, after all this happened, I met him. When he was talking to me about all this and relating all this, he was telling me, when I look at my sister, I feel so proud of her. I feel so much affection for her. I feel so grateful to her. He said, of course, now we are living our own lives and once in a way only we meet. But the feeling that she left behind in my mind, that at that particular time, how she kind of kept all her work, her happiness, her timetable, everything aside, and she came for me. I can never forget that, and that stays with me all the time. So to a great extent, it helped me to get over the grief of losing my parents, and I was able to focus on my studies, all that he was saying. So here is an example of where a person keeps her own happiness aside, her own day-to-day life aside, her own family's interests also on one side, and comes for her brother. Of course, it's her brother, but how many people will do it even for the brother? Today, nobody wants to do anything for anybody. Again and again, I'm seeing it. Relationships are breaking, families are breaking. So when you see something like this, it is worth mentioning. It is worth talking about. That's what I felt. This is one example. Another example was also, it was more recent. This was in an office where a group of people, a team, they had gathered for a very crucial meeting because there was one client. They were really looking forward to a new project from that client, but for some reason, that client was kind of slipping out of their hands. So at that point, they had this crucial meeting to discuss how to get back that client, how to win back that client, something like that. Now there were about 7 or 8 people, and then the team head was there, and they were all talking. Each one was bringing in some points, and it was a very crucial meeting. At that point, one person there, he got a call from his house, from the family, so he had to take the call. And when he spoke, he went out, came back, and he was looking so overwhelmed. His face was showing it. So then what happened is his little child, his wife had called him, and there was nobody else in the house. There was a very small child, maybe 3-4 months old. Something went wrong. The child was not well, very sick. So the wife she started panicking, and she called him and said, I don't know what to do. The child is like this. We have to take him to the hospital immediately. I don't know what to do. So then you can understand how it is. He wants to go home and look after his child, help his wife, take the child to the hospital. But then this meeting is so crucial. How can he tell the team leader that I have to go home now? He couldn't do it. So he just came and sat there, and everything was showing on his face, but his fear and his that feeling of emergency. Now the team leader could have very well ignored his expression or whatever he could see on his face, and he could have continued with the meeting because that was his priority. But this team leader, he looked at him and said, what was it about? Is there any urgency, anything urgent? This person said, no, nothing, I'll finish the meeting and then go. But that team leader said, no, let me know, what is it about? Then he said, no, my child is not well and there's nobody else at home, so my wife is panicking. I don't know what to do. Then the team leader said, you please go immediately. Take care of your child. And we will go ahead with this meeting. You have given your points already, so we will manage. We will go ahead and we will update you. Once you finish everything there, if once things settle down, you come. Now that person, of course, he went to take care of his child. But I'm just saying, when I heard about all this, then I was thinking, again, somewhere humanity is still alive. People nowadays, they don't want to sacrifice anything for anybody, not even their time or anything. But then this team leader was a different kind of person. He really wanted to make sure that, the right thing is done. So that way, sometimes, your priorities should be changed a little bit. There's nothing wrong. Of course, that meeting was definitely a very crucial meeting, and that was the priority at that point of time. But when it comes to a child's health, then that man cannot even concentrate on what's happening. He cannot focus. So this team leader understood that and said, first you go and look after your child and then we will carry on with it. We will anyway, we are all here, so we will carry on. So what I'm trying to say is, our happiness is very important. Our priorities are very important. And our own timetable is very important. Definitely, we do not have to give up anything for anybody's sake. We should stand by what we want and always think about what is important for us. All these statements are right. But there are times in life, many times in life, when our happiness, our priorities can be shifted a little bit to accommodate another human's requirement. And that can make a very big difference in their life. So think about it. I'm sure some of you may not agree with what I'm saying. It's okay, but I would like to know your thoughts too. So please write in the comments.